Good morning, dear student. As you know, we have the today class 2 to 3 of HRT 534, and today topic is food drop and their remedy. So before going in detail, you must know what is the means of food drop. As you know, food drop is the detachment, or you can say the separation of fruit from a branch of a tree or a plant caused by the formation of the separation layer. You can say where the separation layer is the formed, it is the forming between the middle lamella becomes soft by the action of hydrolyzing enzyme. So this is the just introductory part, or you can say definition of the fruit drop. So we should know what are the major causes behind the fruit drop, or you can say the early fruit drop. Broadly, we have to decide to differentiate into the two broad category. Number one, internal factor which cause the early fruit drop, or external factors. You can see the slide third. Internal factor is, you can supposed to be the pollination and fertilization. It means you can say for particular species specific time or particular time is required for the pollination just after the emasculation. And second point is the seed content of the fruit. In some cases, if higher number of seed is found in the fruit, it is less prone to the fruit drop. In other cases, it has been observed if have the higher number of seed, it may be the cause for the early fruit drop. Third point is of the internal causes is competition between the organ of plants. Means photosynthetic form just after the completion of photosynthesis, the competition between the photosynthetic between the vegetative and generative organs. And last point is the physiological hormonal imbalance is the major cause for the early fruit drop. What may be the external factor? External factor may be the climatic condition. External factor may be the phytochemical interventions like nutrition, harvest, irrigation and water supply. And last one and major is the biotech factor. Biotech factor you can suppose to the insect causing disease, and disease caused by the bacterial, virus and many other microorganisms like fungus. So we will discuss one by one in detail about the what are the internal causes in particular crops. More fruit drop if pollination is occur between the 4 and 6 days after the emasculation of flower in case of amla. As I told you earlier, a specific crop should have the specific time period for just after the emasculation of the flower for the pollination. If you escape or you are not able to do pollination at that recommended time, it means it may be the cause of the early fruit drop. So come to the next, seed content of the fruit. In case of, you can see slide number 5. Here you can see the if less than 3 seed in case of apple fruit, those fruit have the less than 3 seeds, it may be the more prone. Those have the higher number of seed. In the same way in the pears. Come to the next is the competition between the vegetative and generative organs. So the balance between the photosynthetic material distribution of the photosynthate should be the managed between the vegetative and generative organs, or you can say the competition between the balance by the photosynthetic materials. This is the very important slide. You can see the slide number 8. What are the role of the hormone for the to prevent the early fruit drop or cause of the early fruit drop? There are two major hormones which have the responsible for the early fruit drop, auxin as well as the abscisic acid. The premature abscission of fruit is determined the relative concentration. It means if premature has been fall down from the parent plant, it means abscisic acid is concentration is higher than the auxin. And it has been observed in many cases. You can see the slide number 9, and you have to go through the different number of the paper quoted here for the particular crop. Now come to the external factor which is the responsible for the early fruit drop. You can say the climatic condition. First of all, adverse environmental condition may prone to the early fruit drop. This may be the adverse environmental condition, may be the higher temperature required for the particular time period starting from the pollination to the maturation of the fruit crop. So particular temperature for the particular crop is required, and deviation of this temperature may cause the early fruit crop. In case of tomato, you can say less than the 15 Fahrenheit temperature may cause the early fruit drop, or higher temperature between 39 to 42 during the state of fruit set development cause the fruit drop in case of cashew nut. So any deviation of the temperature and coldness, it may cause the early fruit drop. And you can say the phytochemical intervention, if you are not giving the timely thinning, irrigation and nutrition, they may also cause the early fruit drop. Now question arises here, what are the remedy to eradicate such type of early fruit drop? So I divide the remedy for the early fruit drop in the 5 major broad category. Pollination, PGR means exogenous application of the hormones, growth hormone. Mineral nutrition in the broad category of integrated nutrient management and integrated pest management, and last is the integrated disease management. So this is the remedy to reduce the early fruit crop in different fruit species. So I hope in case of if you are giving the exogenous application of fruit drop, 2 or 3 growth hormone is more responsible than others, like auxins and gibberellic acid. It has been observed in case of mango, if you are using to 20 ppm to 80 ppm of exogenous application of the NA, the minimum fruit drop has been occurred. Or you can use the application of 240, 10 ppm and 20 ppm in Kinnu, Mandarin and Nagpur Mandarin. So this is also major effective for the stop the early fruit drop. Spray of gibberellic acid also reduce the fruit crop, or you can say the lowest fruit drop up to 75% in case of bear. So this is the something about the idea, you can say, fruit drop and their remedy. I hope this video will help you to understand the fruit drop and fruit ripening. Thank you very much.